Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is Ms. DuBois. I'm going to be your math teacher this year. I want to give you a quick presentation over what kind of things are going to be done in my classroom, what things you're going to be doing online versus what things you're going to be doing in the person. So I'm going to share my screen for a second and give you a brief walkthrough of the things that I want to talk about. So share screen. All right, if all things go well. The first thing I want to talk about a little bit is what you're going to be doing when you're going into class. The first thing, I assume it's obvious, is you're going to go onto my Google Classroom and you're going to take attendance. I'll show you that in a second. So you're going to double check to make sure what your weekly benchmarks are, and then you're going to log into the Alex software in order to start doing your math. If you need a knowledge check or a DSA, you need to email me, or if you're in person, tell me specifically so that I can unlock those things for you. For those of you who are here with as a freshman, which is most of you, you already know you want a knowledge check basically every 10 topics, and DSAs, your chapter tests, are going to be done a little bit differently. When you're logging into Google Meet, it's worth mentioning that just because you have all the bandwidth in the world doesn't mean that everyone else does. So to save on bandwidth, save on data, you want to make sure that you have your mic off and that your camera is off when you're logging in. Google Meet, when it's open, is going to be used as a help desk, meaning you're going to log in and ask Ms. DuBois a question. Miss, I'm having trouble with this topic, and I will walk you through it. Wednesdays, the days that are dedicated distance learning days, that's basically what the entire lesson plan is. Every Wednesday you log in, you do your math. If you have trouble, I will be on the Google Meet during class times so that you can help me. When you pop in, I generally hear a bing, so I will say hi to you, and then I'll tell you where you are in the queue. Keep an ear out. One of the big things that was happening last year is that kids would come on for help for a topic, and then they'd realize, wait, you're getting help on that one? I was struggling with that one too. That will be really helpful. The majority of your stuff is going to be done in the Google Classroom. So just to give you a quick overview, the stream, this is where I will be posting basically what your weekly benchmarks are going to be, where you're supposed to be at X given time. It's always going to be by a Friday. So by Friday, you will be X% in chapter 1, X% in chapter 2, et cetera, et cetera. But where most of your help is going to come from is the classwork tab. So let me scroll up to the top here. So as you can see, I have all of my resources set up based on what course you're in, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and then later in the year, you will also have help for geometry. When the apocalypse happened last year, what was my primary concern as I was making tutorial videos, there are on my YouTube channel over 100 tutorial videos on how to do a particular topic. And failing that, if there is a topic that you can't find the video tutorial for, then you can email me, and I will usually make my videos basically that following Saturday, unless a miracle happens and I have time in-house. The next major thing is every single time you log in, you're going to take attendance. When you click on the attendance, it's going to take you to a tab. All you're going to do is check off and say, yes, I'm here on time. I know what to do in the software, and I'll ask Ms. DuBois for help if I need it, and then submit. Because this will give me a timestamp, I'll be able to know whether you're logging into class on time or not. First period, kids, this is mission critical because that's not only attendance for my class, that's the attendance for the entire building. So just assume that this is the default. Get yourself comfortable with doing it all the time, every time in class. The next big thing for the Google Classroom is when you're looking at these individual tabs. So like, let's say you're in Algebra 1 as your second credit, even ignoring the multitude of tutorial videos that I have open for you, I've also done you a favor. I've taken each of the chapters and I've broken it down into their concurrent topics. So if you open up this document, for example, okay, so maybe I'm not going to see it here. But it would say in chapter 1, you want to do these topics first, then these topics second, then these topics third, in order to make your progress through the chapter as painless as possible. This is especially true for my Algebra 2 kids. If you're looking at one of the hard chapters like Goal 2 or Goal 4, doing it in the order that I'm recommending, I kid you not, the kids who follow this order, they make things go better. Then you have the attendance. Those are the core things. Is there anything else? Oh, yes, the weekly pacing. Every Friday, hopefully it will be every Friday like it was last year, there will be an email that will go out to say, hey, you're on pace, or boo, you're behind, get to work. Those pacing guides are also going to be pasted here in the oh, this one isn't going to open. Oh, yes, it does open. This one also is going to be opened up in your resources as well. So, for example, if you're in Algebra 2, and let's assume it's like October and you're week 5 or 6, you're expected to be 50 or 60% of the way through which goal, which chapter? Chapter 1. Those are the kinds of resources that I'm giving for you guys in Algebra 1. I hope that this helps you over the course of basically getting to know my Google Classroom and getting to know me. More than anything else, I really hope you come to understand that I am here to help you, and I'm going to do everything in my power in order to help you on your journey of getting your second credit of math. Thank you kindly. I look forward to seeing you in person or on the Google Meet and transmission.